veterans van. So they were following them while they put out all the flags. There's some right there, right up ahead. So someone was going around, a team of guys was going around putting all those up yesterday for today, for Independence Day. Let's see. So, go up here and cross, and I think I know where I am now. Yes, you can see all along the street, all the way up there, they all have flags. And this morning, it was about 7 in the morning, because I checked my clock because my school alarm went off, and I was like, all right, I'm going to keep my regular schedule, and when my school alarm goes off, I'm going to wake up. And then the school alarm went off, and I turned it off and fell back asleep. I woke up at 7. My alarm goes off at 6. I woke up at 7. I'm laying there, I look, and I hear all these sirens go off at precisely 7. Like, oh, that's their celebration. They did that for Korean Veterans Day as well. At a certain time, they gave an announcement over the City Hall loudspeaker that they can use for emergencies. They said, like, in 15 minutes we're going to turn on the emergency sirens. Remember, to the veterans. So don't be alarmed. But it was all in Korean, so I'm sure some people didn't quite understand. I only understood part of it. I kind of got the gist from everything else. But anyway, they also had that. They turned on the alarm siren for Veterans Day. It's kind of funny because there was a guy, he's French, but he's a well-known personality out here in Korea. He's been on variety shows and game shows, so he's very well known. He said when he first got here as a student, he didn't speak Korean, and he's from France, so the culture's different. So he's in bed one morning, and all of a sudden he hears this Korean voice blaring over this loudspeaker, all in Korean, so he doesn't understand it. What the guy was doing was he was saying, Watermelon, $10. Tangerines, 1 kilo, $10. Because they have fruit vendors that go around in trucks and they just sell fruit out of the back of their trucks. Well, they do this really early in the morning. And you know, from France, he wasn't used to that. He was like, so he didn't know. He didn't know what any of that was. He was like, so I didn't know if they were saying, we're at war, everybody evacuate. So of course he finds out later what it means, but you know, you get moments like that. What I figured was, if I hear some kind of an alarm and I don't see any people from the city panicking and running to their cars or getting on their phones or anything like that, I'm not going to panic. If the natives don't panic, I don't panic. If the natives panic, then I'll do something. Yeah, so what I was saying earlier about the community being down, we went for a solid month and a half. I mean a solid month and a half with 90 to 95% humidity. And it stayed between 72 and 80 degrees every day. So it was miserable. And I couldn't get my clothes to dry because it was so humid they'd stay wet, and so they started getting that musty wet dog smell. So I had to rewash them and then take them down to the laundromat and use the dryer, the coin dryer. Yeah, it was not enjoyable. I had mold. I actually ended up with mold on 2 of my jackets in my closet, and I didn't realize until I went into my closet to do some rearranging, and I look and there's little green dots all over my jacket. I'm like, oh my gosh. Oh, God, that sweat in both my eyes. yeah, that humidity was just terrible, especially because I've never experienced anything like that. I mean, I've had days when I was in Sokcho, you know, it would get up into like the 85% humidity range, but for a month, like a month and a half of just solid 90 to 95% humidity, it was, and it wasn't sunny. That was the thing. So we basically had like a blanket of fog over the island for like a month and a half. So it was just fog. But it was hot. Mid to upper 70s, lower 80s all the time. Morning, noon, and night, didn't matter. Like when it would cool off, it would be like 72. Even like today, you know, I got 72, 75% humidity. It's supposed to get up to like 85, 86 today. And then tonight it'll get down to like 78. And the humidity will go up